Toyota is committed to a multi-pathway strategy.
Pickup truck is getting a new school makeover.
So astonishingly, Toyota announced it all of a sudden. Here comes the dramatic revival that is going to give yet another revolution in the pickup segment, the legendary Toyota Stout. This isn't just a relaunch, it's an innovative shake-up that might change everything in the car industry altogether. The just-unveiled Toyota Stout breaks all conventional molds. It's sure raising eyebrows galore in the sector for its barely believable price. Will this fabled nameplate live up to its storied name and reaffirm Toyota's dominance in the pickup segment? What does it mean for enthusiasts and competitors alike? And most importantly, how much will it cost the consumer? Back to the drawing board. The story of the Toyota Stout is one of heritage coupled with innovation. Having its humble beginning as one of the first compact pickups introduced to the market, a cult following was formed. Somewhere along the line, Toyota killed it off for other models due to market trends. All these years later, compact pickups finally found some acceptance, and the model was revived by Toyota. It is timely too, as consumers in increasingly larger numbers have been hankering for functional, efficient, and reasonably priced vehicles. Finding a gaping hole in the market, Toyota recognized an increasing demand for compact pickups with modern features at a non-premium price. Say hello to the 2025 Toyota Stout, engineered to fill this chasm and break some rules in the process. The chief of Toyota, Koji Sato, announced the return of the Stout to the market with full confidence. This is no car. This is a statement of legacy, which Toyota has built on dependability, innovation, and a deep understanding of what customers want. With the stiff competition of Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz making splashes, Toyota raised the ante by promising that it would not only keep pace with the competition, but also define the segment. That means all innovation and customer satisfaction come full circle with its commitment to making this rather audacious promise for this line of vehicles. Toyota spotted a gap in the market, and the 2025 Stout is their bold answer. But with compact trucks gaining popularity, why are so many drivers turning to them? Let's dive into why this shift is happening and how Toyota is perfectly positioned to lead the way. Rising to the challenge. Compact trucks are becoming one of the most popular classes as the needs of today's drivers continue to shift. Sure, full-size trucks get all the headlines, but they can often be a handful for daily driving. They're just too big and too expensive. Compact trucks offer that perfect blend of size, affordability, and capability that speaks to a wide swath of consumers. It is because of these changing preferences that Toyota is cashing in by reintroducing Stout. In targeting such a market, they place themselves at a point where they can maximize demand. No longer niche, compact trucks are now the go-to options for many drivers who want versatility without losing comfort or performance. But Toyota isn't resting on its laurels. With decades of knowledge in engineering, they put together a truck that can be talked about, not by its pedigree alone, but by its visionary design. Stout is all about leading and not joining. Powertrain. The real meat of the Toyota Stout lies, however, in the powerhouse that forms its drivetrain. For such a little powerhouse, it has been crafted to fit just about any bill imaginable. High power, frugal consumption, or even a combination of the two. The Toyota Stout's got it. First and foremost, it boasts the innovative hybrid powertrain, an advanced system that combines a powerful 2.4-litre four-cylinder gasoline engine and two electric motors. The dynamic duo produces a robust 380 horsepower with 460 pound-feet of torque. It's not about the turn of heads on the road. It's about building one versatile vehicle that will show its confidence both on the streets and on the trails. The hybrid system is also pretty capable regarding fuel efficiency, able to do more than 40 miles per gallon in the city and highway drive cycle combined. At a time when each mile counts, such efficiency is not an added asset, but an absolute necessity for thriftiness. For those who prefer a superior format, The Toyota Stout has a turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine, which is good for approximately 265 horses and 310 lb-ft of torque. These are pretty good numbers. It is great for delivering performance and economy in rather a nice balance, allowing spirited driving when desired and not hurting much when at the filling station searching for more fuel. Of course, the next main event pays off, rewarding thrill enthusiasts and performance lovers. The powerful engine churns out 600 horsepower with 650 pound-feet of torque, yes. What one would call a real, very stout, twin-turbocharged, 8-cylinder gas engine. Certainly not one for the faint of heart. Those who would like an adrenaline dose each time they press on the accelerator should give it a go. The growl of the engine, the surge of power, and effortless immediacy all conspire to leave little doubt in your mind that this, indeed, is a class apart that is called the Toyota Stout. Now, let's talk about what really gets the heart racing: the performance. With a twin turbocharged 8-cylinder engine that delivers a jaw-dropping 600 horsepower, the 2025 Toyota Stout isn't just fast, it's exhilarating. Let's take a closer look at the driving dynamics that make this truck a thrill to drive, no matter the terrain. Exceptional driving dynamics. Behind the engine, the performance of the Toyota Stout far outreaches just sending power to the wheels and simply interacting with the road. Constructed to a minute and impeccable level of detail, this is indeed a drive like no other, wherever you go and in whatever terrain. From navigating crowded city streets to highway cruising and onto the most rugged trails, Stout does its magic with an advanced suspension system. The front is set up with a double wishbone configuration, considered one of the best for soaking up road irregularities and maintaining stability. At the back, a refined multi-link suspension with coil springs assures smooth handling with minimal body roll, even during cornering. This newer configuration also allows the Toyota Stout to glide over bumps in its path while ensuring the occupants of the pickup are very comfortable, making the vehicle ideal for driving more often. Upper trims feature advanced active suspension. This advanced technology, allowing real-time dynamic variation in damping depending on the nature of the road, provides even more enhancements in terms of ride comfort and control. Be it flying across some bumpy trail or cruising down a stretch of even asphalt, and this adaptive suspension makes every drive seem like it is set exactly to your liking. Another strong point of the Toyota Stout is the steering. The electric power steering accurately responds to the handling while providing great ease in passing through congestion in cities or when performing at high speeds. The feature has not only raised the standard of driving, but has given drivers a lot more confidence on the road in multiple conditions. Unmatched towing and payload capacities. Remarkably capable of carrying a great load without much effort, this Toyota Stout is something else. This hybrid powertrain should reach a maximum towing capacity of 7,500 pounds, provided the right setup is available. Be it the boat for that weekend outing or a trailer full of equipment at the construction site, whatever's in between. This is a vehicle to undertake it all with ease. Even the turbocharged gas engine variant impresses with its towing capacity in the range of 5,000 to 6,000 pounds, depending on the configuration. This value makes the Toyota Stout answer the needs of a very broad range of drivers, from recreational users to small business owners. Equally impressive is the payload of models, depending on the variety or version, that range from 1,500 to 1,800 pounds of cargo. As such, this proves very adequate for such activities as moving items within and outside the house or supplying essentials at work. Such high levels of payload capacity speak a lot about the Stout engineering or commitment by Toyota to have vehicles that deliver promises through consistency. Trail-ready features. But more than brute, the Toyota Stout is proof that sometimes muscle is best served with versatility. It stands tall, with an above-average ground clearance, allowing easy negotiation of heavy-duty terrain, muddy lanes, snowed pathways, or even bumpy rocks. Ideally, this should be the car that withstands when others would normally fizzle out. Apart from lending the model a muscular appearance, its flared wheel wells hold larger tires too, for better off-road use. Along with its tough ability, the Stout incorporates new advanced towing features into this model to make an inherently complex task much simpler and easier. The Tow Plus system epitomizes such advanced technology. It provides real-time guidance during trailer connections for the smoothest and least stressful process possible. It also includes automatic steering corrections and real-time insights into the angles of the trailer to reduce sway and significantly enhance stability. All these features make towing an enjoyable experience, not an intimidating chore. While the performance leaves you breathless, the 2025 Toyota Stout is just as impressive when it comes to innovation. But that's just the start. Let's explore the clever design elements that make the Stout not just a truck, but a true workhorse. Innovative design elements. The Toyota Stout is a great combination of functionality and beauty, and it seems like everything serves a purpose. The bumper at the back is strong, with integrated steps to have easy access to the cargo. This is one ingenious thought for those people who often load and unload goods from the back. Speaking of the bed, the Stout brings in flexible bed technology and a modular system, all about revolutionized flexibility. The features of the bed include built-in storage compartments, built-in power outlets, and adjustable restraints for an extremely versatile bed. Be it establishing a portable workspace, getting ready for a camping spree, or even moving equipment, the flexible bed technology makes sure that the Stout is ready for what comes next. A new benchmark for compact trucks. The capabilities of the Toyota Stout go way beyond being impressive, touting a wide array of powertrain options, sophisticated driving dynamics, remarkable towing and payload capabilities, and innovative features. This compact truck proves that it doesn't have to be an either-or choice with performance versus functionality by closing the gap between raw power and pragmatism. Toyota is committed to excellence in every detail, from perfectly engineering the powertrain to thoughtfully designing features like trail-ready. Much more than being a mere truck, the Stout represents an ideal toward which modern trucks ought to be built. Time to go inside and see if the interior of the Toyota Stout can match the finesse of its outdoors. Is the cabin as clever and considered as the indications are from its performance attributes? And how does it fare compared to its rivals on the comfort, technological sophistication, and practicality scoreboards? Cabin space and comfort. The Toyota Stout boasts roomy and open interior proportions, a thoughtfully designed interior focused on practicality and comfort with the intent of a comfortable ride for everyone, no matter whether daily running for short trips around or longer cruises down highways. There is ample space around for the tallest guy sitting and enjoying the journey in the rear. While base models come shod in rugged fabric upholstery designed to endure, the extent of Toyota's superiority barely scratches the surface of these fundamentals. Upscale trims unleash the full premium of the Toyota Racing Development Pro package with sumptuous Alcantara trim, telltale stitching, and sport-accented design touches that elevate visual appeal and impart an air of refinement upon the car. These subtle touches are not just flourishes, but the best testimony to how Toyota strives to provide a great driving experience. The company does everything from setting new standards in manufacturing automobiles and satisfying passengers to blending form and function without apparent effort. Next-level dashboard and technology. But there is also the crowning glory in the Stout, the dashboard. First, it has a modern 15-inch high-definition touchscreen infotainment system. It isn't just a screen, it's your interactive key to seamless connectivity through Toyota's latest software platform. This system easily allows seamless connectivity of your smartphone, with support for both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. From navigating new territories to listening to your favorite playlists, from keeping your hands free to communicate, it's infotainment at your beck and call. For the lovers of personalized things, the full digital instrument panel is all you need to see. With the advanced display, you will be given the chance to create bespoke information according to what is important to you, from real-time fuel consumption to navigation assists, performance data, and whatever else, seamlessly clear and intuitive. Instead, this dashboard is more about being your personal assistant and keeping you well informed without overwhelming you. But that is not all. The car also features a head-up display, probably one of the most astonishing displays from science fiction. This fancy system projects critical driving information directly onto the windshield for your view while your eyes stay on the road ahead. It displays speed, directional guidance, and safety notifications, all visible to make it impossible for you to divert your attention to what is more important. But this beast is not just about high-tech gadgets. Let's dive into the practical storage solutions that make the Stout's interior as functional as it is futuristic. Practical storage solutions. Toyota knows that a good truck interior is more than just comfort and technology. It's also about functionality. The Stout provides extensive in-cabin storage that will take the hassle out of everyday life. The central console is spacious and adaptable, with partitions that let you arrange your things exactly to suit your taste. Large-sized door pockets supplement storage in the Stout, making room for all of the loose items you want to bring along. Its unique points include an ingeniously conceived under-seat storage in crew cab models. The back can be effortlessly lifted where concealed compartments are provided, perfect for securing important tools, equipment, or general valuables. It becomes very handy for someone who needs to carry lots of things without clogging the cabin. Whether you are a serious adventurer heading out for the weekend or a professional relying on your truck for a tough job, the storage options of the Stout also match its versatility and capability. Luxury meets functionality. The main focus of the interior design for a Toyota Stout is practicality, but the interior luxury is seldom less urbane than those qualities. Multi-zone climate control allows passengers to customize personal comfort levels to their exact preference, no matter how cold or sweltering it may be outside, as the cabin quickly morphs into an oasis of calm. Stout brought in subtle, essential tweaks that did make a lot of difference. Ambient lighting creates a mood for evening drives, an invitation inside. High-quality materials, from plush surfaces to metallic accents, refine the interior aesthetic appeal. Features more than catching the eye, it says a lot about Toyota's relentless quest for quality through paying attention to minute details. A cabin built for every driver. The Toyota Stout has been designed to be flexible for almost any type of driver. Its design is adaptable for personalized customization, enabling users to customize the driving position to their exact specifications. This kind of individualization ensures every journey remains consistently comfortable, whoever takes the helm. While these may seem like minor details, these little things can make or break a driving experience, and the Stout has quite a few of them. Several USB charging ports line the car and ensure that everyone's devices are powered up and ready for action. In addition to that, the car even offers wireless charging, where drivers can simply set their smartphones on a specific pad and keep their phones connected without the hassle of tangled wires. Haven of safety. Features. Safety has always been a first concern for Toyota, and the Stout is no different. With all the modern security features equipped, this truck will let the drivers and passengers feel safe. The adaptive cruise control regulates the speed to keep a safe distance from the leading vehicle, while the blind spot monitoring keeps the driver in the know about the other traffic around. Since this car starts to drift, the lane keeping assist brings it into the lane. It is important that the panoramic view camera system gives a wide-angle view around. That makes parking and maneuvering in constricted spaces so much easier, either in a busy parking lot or when reversing up a driveway. This camera system offers convenience and peace of mind unparalleled by others. Innovation that sets the standard. Inside, the Toyota Stout crosses over from functionality to interior, which is an experience all on its own, culminating in every aspect of a driving experience. Extensive layout, sumptuous materials, and state-of-the-art technology blend in perfect harmony with ingenious storage solutions, setting up a haven of unparalleled balance between practicality and finesse by Toyota. As we explore in greater detail the insides of the Toyota Stout, one question becomes highly salient. How does the Stout balance its impressive, upscale interior with competitive pricing? And what does that mean for the Ford Maverick, Nissan Frontier, and Hyundai Santa Cruz? An unbeatable price. With its innovative pricing, the Toyota Stout will indeed make a dent in the car sector. This compact, tough truck sells for a modest $25,000, yet boasts top-shelf reliability and an impressive list of standard features. But this Toyota gambit to shake up the market goes way beyond fresh design. Position the Stout as an affordable powerhouse, and it can cut a broad swath through the consumer base, from first-time truck owners to veteran drivers who want something smaller but still capable. Higher trim levels add more advanced infotainment systems and premium leather interiors, but at significantly higher prices. Even on the upper echelons, the Stout still remains a very good value, providing much of the same features as the more expensive competition. In the Stout, Toyota speaks directly to that wallet-conscious buyer tired of high-dollar pickups, and it has a lot to say. First off, this accessibly priced Stout isn't some form of marketing gimmick, but rather a revolutionary shot in the truck arena. For buyers with a taste for luxury and performance, Toyota has offered a series of trim levels. The higher trims are fitted with a bunch of features such as infotainment systems, leather interiors, and more powerful powertrains. Of course, these higher trims attract a better price tag of over $35,000 or so. Even at this level, the Stout is an incredible value, offering features that few trucks costing twice as much can match. If this isn't a competitive pricing strategy, it's a statement of intent from Toyota to make sure high-quality vehicles are within the reach of more people. Warranty that brings peace of mind. Buying a new car is one huge investment, and Toyota realizes the importance of safeguarding it. That is why the impressive warranty program is available on the Toyota Stout. The basic warranty will last for 3 years or 36,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, covering defects in material and workmanship. Buyers are at liberty to drive without a single tinge of doubt, knowing well that Toyota has their backs covered. For those who want even more peace of mind, Toyota offers several optional warranty extension packages. Depending on the purchased package, coverage can be extended to as much as 5 years or 100,000 km. Hybrid variants get an extended battery warranty for up to 15 years or 150,000 km. This invention represents the first step to a true landmark moment in a revolution for green consumers, eradicating one of the biggest fears about hybrid vehicles, the life of the power source. This original move in the automotive sector has encouraged Toyota to reclaim the Toyota Stout, building much hype among truck lovers. At the same time, it is a battle cry to the entire sector. For many years, compact trucks have lived in the shadow of their full-size brethren. Taking the lead is the Stout, now the center of attention. The influence of the Stout does not stop with this particular market segment. Already, its aggressive pricing has sent shockwaves throughout the boardrooms of its rivals. Meanwhile, competitors like the Ford Maverick, Nissan Frontier, and Hyundai Santa Cruz were in an utter dash for catch-up. Toyota simply redefined the game with an unprecedented combination of frugal efficiency and innovation. For the consumer, that means more choices, better features, and a new benchmark for what compact trucks can deliver. Toyota proves that one doesn't have to compromise on excellence or functionality to operate a vehicle that fits into one's personal and budgetary preferences. Last but not least, let's see how this powerhouse stacks up against the competition. But how does the Stout stack up against one of its toughest rivals, the Ford Maverick? With impressive fuel efficiency and a solid feature set, the Maverick is no slouch. But when it comes to power and performance, the Stout is ready to show why it's leading the charge in the compact truck revolution. Taking on the Ford Maverick. But again, the Ford Maverick is considered a strong player in compact utility vehicles. and it definitely has to bear strong competitors in the face of the Toyota Stout. Though the Maverick enjoys a rich set of features, it does have to go down in front of the power of Stout. For its eco-friendly hybrid system, Maverick promises fairly impressive fuel economy, about 40 miles per gallon on the city highways. The base engine has a somewhat tame 191 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque, while the better 2.0-litre EcoBoost model churns out a much more respectable 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. But put it against the Stout, and the Maverick's capabilities come to light. The Stout's hybrid powertrain is far more advanced, outpacing the Maverick's numbers by a significant margin. 380 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. This huge power gap makes the Stout a better option for those drivers who need a vehicle that can do a little more. The maximum payload that the Ford Maverick can manage is 4,000 pounds, provided the correct towing package has been put in place. Dramatic contrast sees the Stout boast a hybrid towing capacity of 7,500 pounds, nearly double its nearest rival. Whether heavy equipment, a trailer, or some recreational gear, the Stout is doubtless better suited for the task. Also, the added performance of the Stout is more than just power numbers. The more sophisticated suspension results in a better ride, and the larger cargo bed makes it far more useful for a wide range of chores. The compact dimensions of the Maverick prove beneficial only in city situations and will be limiting for those needing to carry a lot or pull heavier loads. Although the Ford Maverick brings a pretty impressive package to the table, what with its hybrid powertrain and overall fuel-sipping design, it still doesn't quite compete against the capabilities of the Toyota Stout. If one wants to haul a little more weight, has a greater towing capacity, and needs superior performance across the board, then the Stout stands out as the preferred option in this class. Outshining the Nissan Frontier. Standing more aggressively in the market segment, the Nissan Frontier will pull a huge 3.8-litre V6 that will boast considerable power output. This powerful engine makes 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque, mated to a sophisticated 9-speed automatic transmission system. This amounts to an extremely smooth and responsive driving experience. Yet, even with impressive specs, the Frontier still lags behind the arch-nemesis, the Toyota Stout. However powerful the V6 motor in the Frontier is, it simply can't take on the Stout's hybrid powertrain both in performance and economy. One of the strong points of the Frontier is that it boasts a pretty impressive 7,150 pound towing capacity. However, the Stout offers an even better maximum towing capacity of 7,500 pounds. Additionally, the Stout can also provide up to 1,800 pounds of payload, giving it a marked advantage when versatility is important. Inside, both open into cozy cabins with a slew of advanced technological touches. The Frontier still lags, though the Stout boasts impressive in-car entertainment systems such as a 15-inch touchscreen heads-up display and a fully customizable digital instrument cluster. The Toyota Stout has undoubtedly emerged as the best option among those drivers who look for a combination of capability with modern technology and environmentally friendly performance. This hybrid powertrain boasts not only an impressive fuel economy, but is much cleaner. While the Nissan Frontier is no doubt capable, it cannot keep toe-to-toe with the overall package that Stout has in store, and hence is less catchy for the keen buyer who wants both performance and innovative technology. Great design, strong engine, ideal for off-road adventures, but for on-road driving and added comfort, convenience, and advancement, the Toyota Stout will still be preferred. Standing tall against the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Thus far, the Hyundai Santa Cruz has managed to carve a niche for itself as the crossover-style pickup truck by combining hardcore workhorse trucks and comfort into one sport utility vehicle. Its bold design and potently turbocharged engine option, putting out a strong 281 horsepower, have made the model an extremely appealing one for those who look toward their truck for some sort of sporty vibes. It will indeed be really tough for Santa Cruz to make a dent in Stout's utilitarianism and performance quotient. However, the Santa Cruz only provides a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds, which is well short of Stout's impressive towing capability. The inventive flex-bed technology of the Stout boasts adjustable tie-downs, built-in outlets, and modular storage compartments, giving it quite an advantage in functionality. Inside the Santa Cruz, there are its dual 12.3-inch digital displays and use of premium materials. Stout responds with the vast 15-inch touchscreen cabin, including Toyota Racing Development Pro packages that push the Stout interior to the top luxury levels of the highest degree, much like the more expensive trims. This underdog status allows the Stout to keep up, even outdo in some aspects, the flashiest rivals in this shootout. But that's where the form and function combine, making it different from its class of vehicles. Indeed, the Santa Cruz delivers a different drive, but it lacks both versatility and performance from the Stout. Of course, it is at an advantage on many other counts, with size and maneuverability in tight spots being two of those. Comparing the two, each has very distinct advantages. The sporty, comfortable ride that is the Hyundai Santa Cruz has a tinge of ruggedness. The Stout focuses on the practicality of functionality. Potential buyers will have to weigh these aspects rather carefully and make their decisions based on them because it depends on individual priority and necessity. While the Hyundai Santa Cruz blends comfort with ruggedness, the Toyota Stout prioritizes practicality and functionality. But the real story here is Stout's market impact. The Stout's market impact. The Toyota Stout is infinitely more than just a common pickup truck. It's a disruptor. Aggressive pricing strategies, hybrid powertrains, and innovative touches have really allowed Toyota to send shockwaves into the compact truck market. Though the Ford Maverick runs well, the Nissan Frontier does its thing, and the Hyundai Santa Cruz works out, none of these compare to the blend that the Stout offers in performance, technology, and price. This diversity provides choices for the consumers and adds value to them. With the entry of Toyota into the compact truck category, a trade-off is no longer a necessity. It can be utilitarian or recreational, or maybe a combination of both. Stout seems to be a compelling package that would not be easy to overlook. But the question begs to be answered. What does the competition have in store? Is Toyota going to be ousted or continue leading? For sure, with the return of the Toyota Stout, compact pickups have entered a completely new phase. Far from being just a comeback, this is a revolution. More than a truck, the Toyota Stout makes a statement. From bold design to innovative tech, and from formidably great performance to value, here's what can now be expected in a compact pickup reinvented by Toyota. But let us know what you think, folks. Will this be the vehicle that will propel Toyota Stout to the lead, or will the contenders hold their positions? How would you gauge a possible Stout against its rivals? We want to hear your opinions.